That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tucked into it like I burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you can't go get it this
bitch, you want to take it this time, right?
You got to pull hard. Yeah.
What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of More to Discuss. I am your host, the flyest, NunFlyyer, along with my beautiful and lovely daughter, co-host, the Toes.
With a crook in her neck. What's up?
You know
What's
what
up?
I'm
What's
saying?
up?
You know what I'm saying? Little crook, you know what I'm saying? A little illegal in her neck, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, how was your fourth, man? First of all, man, welcome to Wild Out Wednesday, man. We go wild out today. Just basically give some wild stories, man, that's going on around and about us. Shit that we know of, shit that we've been through, shit that we've seen. Let's get a little loose today, man, a little free. How was your fourth though?
My fourth was really good. For the first time in a long time, I didn't go outside. I didn't watch the fireworks. Well, I went outside during the daytime, but it wasn't really no fireworks or anything going on. It was really good though. I ate tacos. I stuck true to my Taco Tuesday. Okay. And I had a smashing time. It was great. I just stayed in the house and enjoyed my man, and we had a great time together for our first July together. So that was nice.
Oh, that's cute. I was at the beach with the kids doing nothing, no reception. So basically just watched them, man, watched the ass walk by on the beach. Fucking
the best time.
Took a nap.
Get free booty shows. That's the best place to be.
That's all it is, man. Hey, for the best booty show, the beach or Walmart. Walmart be having asses all over.
Hey, I'm telling you, baby, walking through the store all day.
Yeah, boy, Walmart or the beach is where they at. They be having them out there. Yeah, man. So I heard you mention something about a dream, man. I want to talk about something that's low key a situation in the news right now. But we'll get to that a little later. I want to hear about your wild ass dream.
Okay. Y'all, I just want to start off with saying we are in a spiritual warfare, and I feel like I wanted the soldiers on the front line. I want the soldiers on the front line.
Real warrior.
With random scratches and all that shit. I don't have no nails. Like my nails, I don't have no nails. Like I don't got none. And my boyfriend don't got no nails. So we ain't scratching each other. So I came to the conclusion, I'm in the astral realm, and they still be getting my body somehow, because I don't be in my body, but I come back with scars, with battle wars. First off there. So last night, I'm knocked out, sleeping luxuriously, doing my thing, knocked out. And I think I had a plethora of dreams last night, but the last one really stuck. Like, it was like, what the fuck is going on? Because, okay, so it was me, my best friend, my boyfriend, her son, her baby that's in her belly right now. She's pregnant. And a whole bunch of other people in the house that we was at. It wasn't my house. It didn't look nothing like my house. She was at some house. And we're all sitting down there. We're chit-chatting, what you do, we chopping it up. And I look down at the time, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I go to work at 9:30 naturally. So I guess I still had the same job in my dream. I started panicking. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not even ready. I gotta get ready. I gotta go. Get it up. For the first time in forever, it took me forever to get dressed. So I'm like looking at the clock, and I texted my boss like, I'm getting ready. I'm away. I woke up late. And I don't make it out of my house till like 9:30. So I'm already blown. Like I'm completely blown at this point. I'm like, bro, I'm about to be late for work. I hate this. I get out to the car. Have you ever worked in a warehouse before?
That's what I do now. I'm a supervisor in the warehouse.
So you know that strong ass cling wrap they be using to keep everything together?
Yeah.
That was around my tires. Somebody cling wrapped my fucking tires, but not like around the whole car. They did it to each fucking tire. So tight that the foundation that the tire's on is popping out the car. Like it's just messed up. So I'm like, who the fuck cling wraps a car? Like, what's going on here? So I'm annoyed about that. Trying to cut the cling wrap off. My boyfriend come out with a fucking chainsaw. He's cutting the cling wrap, the chainsaw. I'm like, what is going on? How are you not cutting the tires? Like, this shit is just crazy. So I'm like, what the fuck? So for some reason, I start running. I book. I'm like,
gotta get to work.
I just start booking, right? So then it's like I flash to me running with two other people. Now, I mean, me and three other people. So it's me and my best friend and two other folks. And okay, it's like we run off a ledge. So it's just the ocean. Like we running towards the ocean, nigga. It's just a ledge. It's just the ocean. And then some crates. Like, you know how they do like crate shipments and shit like that? But it's in the middle of the ocean. And it's like that, and then a big ass hill, and there's like houses and shit, like how I be in Greece and shit like that. So I'm like thinking like, okay, why the fuck is we running? But me, I always tell myself, don't look back in dreams because I feel like that makes you slower. Like when you look back, whatever's chasing you is like right there to grab you. So just keep going forward. Taught myself that at a young age. So I'm not looking back. I'm just running, nigga. I'm running. Them niggas take off, jump in the ocean. We all have on cardigans. Like I'm assuming we're all receptionists. I don't know. We all have on cardigans and shit. So they just jump, cardigans flying away. Smash. Hit the water. I'm like, I second guess on jumping, but I'm like, nigga, you can't look back. So you gotta jump. So I'm like, fuck it. Jump. Go. Smack it to the water. My cardigan's weighing me down. Like, so this is like so hard for me to come up, and I'm in the water, and I'm just like, please.
Yeah, swimming in wool, not a thing.
Like, swimming up. So finally, my hand, I can feel the air. I'm like, come out the water. Niggas is dropping their cardigans. I can see it going down under me. So I drop mine off. Fuck that. Ooh. Swimming crazy. Going. Now I'm in the ocean. And in my mind, I'm thinking something's about to eat my ass. Like, something about to eat me. I'm about to be gone. This is crazy. Oh, my God. So I'm trying to swim fast. We get to the crate. She's like, we got to climb the crates. Climb the crates, nigga. What? So I'm climbing the crates. These crates is falling over as we climb it. So we have to, like, go to this one like this and get off the one that's falling before it falls into the water. We finally got on top of the crates. The crates is all wobbling and shit, so we got to jump crates now to make sure we ain't on a wobbly crate. It was just so much. And then my friend like fell because she was stuck on the crate that was falling. She fell into the water and then climbed back on the platform. And then I woke up and I'm like,
and you woke up with scratches and shit. So all this is from your amazing crate dash, hill climb.
What is the connection though? Like I'm late for work, I gotta jump on the crates, and then she's like, "We get it picked up from here to go to work from the crates." I work 10 minutes from my house. Ain't no way I had to get picked up on a crate to go to work, bro.
So let's break this down, right?
Like I just sat up in my bed and just looked around, like, what the hell?
So that is crazy wild, but I think that we can figure this out, right? So do you like your job?
I love it. It's the first time in a long time that I've actually liked the job, to be honest, in a long time.
So are you fucking up?
No, I'm doing, bro. They're thinking about making me a counselor, and I'm just a receptionist.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So is the responsibility too heavy for you? Like,
hell no. Let me tell you how not heavy it is. Today I was at work eating hot dogs and shit, listening to Brandy. I want to be down, living my good life. It ain't hard. I'll be chilling up in there. I'll be chilling.
So it could be the fact that it is something that you like to do, right? And you thinking that because you're getting too comfortable, it might not be there no more. Like that type of shit. Like it's so cool that you don't want to lose it, or you fearing that anything could happen. And that's kind of like why the fucking
I'm jumping in crates.
Shit was so chaotic, yeah, right.
Climbing up crates and shit.
Because I'm no dream whisperer or nothing, but I know a lot of that shit be like, and it couldn't even have nothing to do with now. It could have some shit to do with 7 months ago, 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Because the brain works how I want to work. That shit do what it want to do, especially when you sleep and it get a chance to do what it want to do. Man. You know, when the only function it is to make sure you breathing, and then it gets to going on where it got to go on. You know what I'm saying? Like
it goes on.
A wild thing about dreams too is I believe that they're low key premonitions of sorts, right? Like people be like, you could dream it, it could come true. Primarily because it's like it basically already happened. So you know how like you have multiverses and shit like that. Like I believe each of those are like different captions of shit that you could be doing in other times, dimensions, or verses or places, right? Um, even in your own, right? A lot of this shit do be obtainable. A lot of the weird shit is the mind's kind of like trying to figure it out.
Mash everything
a bunch of
together
different,
and
a
go
bunch of
together
different,
and stuff like that.
yeah,
But
man.
I'm a person now. I'm also a seer, and I see through my dreams. So that's another reason why it's like, is a nigga about to have a jump in the ocean or something? Like I started trying to piece it together. Like what could this possibly mean? Because there's been times like where I've like seen somebody that I know, and in my dream they're dead, and then I won't talk to them because I'm like, what the hell? And then like 2 days or 2 weeks later, it's like, oh, they passed away or something happened to them. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
that's
seen
crazy.
that. Look, I seen that. And that's happened to me on multiple different occasions. So it's like, okay, I came to a conclusion that I see a lot of stuff in my dreams, and like when I was going through a really like rough time, one of my exes, I had always have like nightmares and crazy stuff, but it was about me going to my brother's house, which I ended up going to in like 2020. But I didn't want this person lived down the street. I didn't want them to see me, but I was dreaming of me going into there, walking in there with my niece and everything, and that person seeing me. So it was like giving me the layout, like nigga, don't go this way, don't do that, don't do this. I would have just in the dream, I was good. But I see things in my dreams. So when I see now, I'm like, bruh, is I'm about to have to jump into an ocean because like I don't even like that. Like, no, like, and we jumped into the middle. Like it wasn't no like, oh, we on the shore type shit, it's not too, I can walk in and then splash in and go out at my own leisure. No, nigga, I'm jumping in. Like I'm nigga,
chasing crates. So y'all chasing big crates.
I don't understand that though. Like
so a lot of my dreams, right, are more like fantasy scape type dreams. Like I don't have too many realistic, like, okay, so a lot of times when I was in prison, right, I used to like, okay, so one time me and my bro was in a hole together, and in the hole in the county jail, it's basically one cell but split into two, right? So if I'm on the bottom bunk, he on the top bunk, we basically the same cell, but they put a wall in between it, right?
Right,
like
so you can't.
I can lift my hand up my bunk and high five that nigga on his bunk.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But I can't see him.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Technically in the cell next to him. So we used to sit in that bitch, man, and just go on wild ass adventures in our mind, like just talking
like
the shit
boom
through.
Room. Like on
Right,
life,
like,
how they was in the
so,
boom room.
right?
Yeah.
So much to where after we finally fade off and go to sleep, for me, that shit kept going. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of fantasy scape type shit. You can kind of like talk your way into some cool shit. Also, when I dream, I like to try to control that shit. I like to try to do what I want to do because I don't go in there scared of shit because I know it's a dream. I'm like kind of conscious, like real aware of the shit that's going on, right? So I try to manipulate what I can manipulate. Like at the beginning of a dream, I'll be running from some shit and I'll be like, what the fuck am I running for? You know what I'm saying? And I could be sitting there next to a barrel with a dude 3 feet away in a barrel and we having a shootout because I stopped running. But we like right there though, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I don't fucking jump off of buildings or end up in one of them falling situations. Motherfuckers like when they get to the bottom and they wake up, like I don't wake up, I just fly. I'll fucking fly.
For real?
Yeah, I'll go and just fly.
Gosh. I jump out my shit. Like I'm talking about I used to have those young though. I haven't had one since I've been an adult, but I used to have it always a balcony though. It was never like a building, top building.
Yeah, I'm always on a building.
One time it was off the top of a fucking jungle, like how playgrounds have like the cone part. It was off of that. But nigga, once I jumped, it was like I was jumping out of the sky. It was so long, like, and I just felt all the pressure. Like I was like,
yeah, hey.
So
when that happens, right? I low key just embrace that shit. Like I realized, right? At some point in time, I can't say whether it's the beginning or the middle, whatever, that nigga, you dreaming. Let's see what happened.
Oh, you're cool. Like, you're real cool because I'd be like,
let's see what happened. Man, it's
No.
crazy because I try to manipulate as much as possible. Like once I'm aware, I try to just go through it, like to see what
That's
happens.
so
And
cool.
I be in that bitch having a ball. But
I
a
love
lot of the times though, when I'm like if I'm drunk, like done drunk, I had a weirdest ass dreams, and that's when all the shadows and snake creatures and trolls sitting on your chest and all that shit happen. When I'm under the spirits, you know what I'm saying? When I'm drunk, when I'm
it's the
fucked up,
spirits getting you.
right? And it's always the fucked up ones. Those are the ones only when I'm drunk that I remember that are fucked up. All the rest of them just be weird or happy or
Mm.
cool. You know what I mean?
That's something to think about though. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is
Because
fun
they
stuff.
say, when you drunk, you be under the spirit or under the spirit or in the spirit or whatever the hell however they say it. And for you to have those dreams like that, that's wow. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, I used to have night terrors, right? When I was in the pen. And for a minute. And I don't know what I kind of like. I think I figured it out. I never went to no counseling or nothing, but I know me, right? It was basically like an atonement. But I had the little night terror shit to where nigga, like my whole body be tingling and I can't move no matter what I do. And
Oh, you
this
talking about
little
sleep
punk ass,
paralysis?
yeah, the night terror shit, this little punk ass demon or whatever the fuck it is sitting on Nick chest and all that bullshit.
I hate
So
those.
for a minute though, nigga was hella scared, like stupid scared. And then after a while, I was just like, man, you know what? I'm cool. I'm not gonna fuck around and fight with this shit. Like, I'm not gonna try it.
Now fuck it, I'm not about to move. I can't
I'm not
move. I'm
gonna
not
do
going.
this shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna try it. Then that shit just lifted, and it was like never came back. Like it never happened again. It was never a fucking like I was just like, you know, what? I'm not gonna fight this shit. I'm not gonna do this shit. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? And
I need to get
sure
like
enough,
you in my dream. I'm gonna try to do that
that
tonight.
shit just loosened up, and the nigga was like, jumped up, like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? And then the shit stopped happening.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. Wow,
That
shit, right?
that I gotta be like you more because I think it was only one time. Well, that happened to me multiple times, but the most recent time it happened to me, which I don't really think it was a sleep paralysis statement. Honestly, I think it was my friend's dad that died in her house because um theory is, I'm not saying names. Theory is the mom killed the dad.
Mm.
Insurance money. They've been together this for like 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
Handled that and got all that money, still living good off of it. And it's still living very good off of it. Let me just say that. But that's the story. It was a biracial couple. The mom was white, dad was black, all that good stuff. And it was after all her kids had moved out. Everybody moved out, and I think I was going to sleep with my mom, and I needed somewhere to stay. So she was like, yeah, she was really always possessive over me, which I never really got because I'm like, you don't even like your own kids that much. Why are you so into me, like weirdo? But you love me. I need somewhere to stay. Can I come to your house? You know how that goes. So she lets me stay. We go out to the store. She buys me a whole new like bed set to be in her old daughter's old room. Like she just decks it out. Like I'm about to be there for life. Like, and I won't go opera either. It was nice and real comfortable. Good thread count. It was great. And that same night, I will never forget. It's like I'm kind of shaking thinking about it, talking about it. Like that same night, I came home at like 10, 11, and I was dumb tired, mad high. I'm talking about, oh. So I went straight upstairs and went to sleep or whatever. And it had to be like dead time hours, like 4 in the morning. Not even, probably like 3. And I remember I had to go to the bathroom. But when I went to like get him and go to the bathroom, my body was just, I wasn't pinned down, but I was being shaken uncontrollably, like so fast. Like a vibration chair, but like my whole body, everything. And you know how like when you're shaking, like sometimes if it's just your body, your eyes are still, so you can like, I'm being like shaken out of my damn brain. Like, get your ass up and get out of here. It spooked me so bad that like, I got out of there. And it was a park across the street, so I just went and sat at the park while the sun came up until my boyfriend woke up and came pick me up from the park. Because I was not staying in the house another second, right?
So wait, what time did you go to sleep? Like, what time was all this shit happening?
It was happening at like 3:34 in the morning. It was really like, like the daytime hours when like weird shit be happening in the morning time and night time. So it was like one of that. It wasn't about to be morning time yet because the sun wasn't coming up for like another 3 hours or so. That's why I feel like it was like 3, 4, 2 in the morning. And I never looked at the clock because I'm telling you, I was shook. I grabbed my phone and got going. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I was going outside. I was not playing those games. So like I snuck out of there, creeped out of there, whatever. I was scared to go downstairs. I was scared to move. I was scared to do anything like that because her on top, like when I lift it up, she has a motion detecting lights like in her hallways and shit. Why once I finally lift up and being shaky, why is the lights going off if somebody walking through the hallway like walking out of the room? She sleeps downstairs, connected to a machine. She had cancer. She connected to a little sleep machine and all this other stuff downstairs on the couch. So that won't hurt walking through the hallways.
So wait, she don't have no kids, wasn't nobody else there?
That's what I started with. This was after her kids, because I'm telling you, after their dad died, everything fell apart. Like she got into all her kids and everything. They want to stay wherever they was dating. The daughter want to stay with some friends. Like everybody just left her in that house by herself.
Oh, so she was by herself when you was in there?
Yeah,
it was just you and her.
She was downstairs sleeping. And mind you, before I left out, I like peeked because like the way her house was set up, it's like you coming through the front door, you got the kitchen, and it's a fat ass like empty wall that is into the dining room and the living room. So you can literally see like directly into the living room, and there's a mirror so you can see whatever's going on the couch.
Right.
From the front door.
Right.
So before I peeked out, look, make sure I was hooked up, her ass hooked up, sleep, mouth wide open. I got the hell on.
Hey, were you in the bed?
Huh?
You were in the bed?
Yes, upstairs.
Maybe somebody slipped a quarter in that bitch.
A what?
A quarter. Maybe somebody slipped a quarter in that motherfucking hit vibrate. Press start. Your whole bed looks like vibrating bread.
It wasn't none of that. It was a nice little regular twin size bed. Regular bed. No quarters, no electronic numbers. How you tell I could tap the top of my bed and a little reading light come on. It didn't do none of that. No extra technologies, nigga. Regular wood bed, cushion bed, nigga. And I was shook. And after I rose up, mind you, it was dark, all the lights off, and all I see is the motion detecting lights. The one by the door, turn on, turn off. The one by the hallway, turn on, turn off. The one by the stairs, turn on, turn off. And then, like I saw somebody walk past it. I said, mind you, it was said he was found in their bathroom, which was the room closest to the stairs. So that also like, oh, he went back in his room after he woke my ass up to get the fuck on out of here. He went back in his room, right? Okay. And when I didn't talk to her. The next day, she was living with me that I left.
So here's the thing.
Stole something from her.
Two things about me and Ghost, right? Just two. One, practically thinking, if there was such thing as ghosts, it'd be a whole lot of tormented white people. Because the way they did them slaves back in the day, it wouldn't be. It wasn't. It wouldn't be a peaceful white person walking this earth
that lost their mind.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be a peaceful white person walking this earth. Period. Right. So A and B. I do believe in energy. However, if it was a ghost, she killed the nigga. How she get to sleep peacefully and shit while you get tormented? It ain't like you killed the nigga.
I don't think I got tormented. I really think that he was warning me to get the fuck out of there.
But for what though? What happened to her after that? Like, is she still living?
She's still living, but she ain't living good.
But that's what I'm saying though.
She sold that house shortly after that because she couldn't. She said she kept hearing crazy stuff kept falling, and her pictures would fall off the walls, and about to unplug her machine. She the only one there. Oh, he was fucking with her. She wasn't peaceful.
And I'm gonna say this too, right? I don't know the actual rules of paranormal activity when it comes to spirits, ghosts, poltergeists, and all that shit. All my knowledge is movie based, but I can say this:
I've lived it.
I believe that if I was a ghost, right, the whole world don't know about me because I'd be nigga all that people shows, nigga. I'd be fucking niggas shots off. I'd be blocking niggas shots of football. The Dolphins would be the greatest. Like, like you wouldn't be no denying me.
They say like
if I could just look down and see some shit that I can fuck with, and be like, you know what? Let's go fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'd be down there. I'd be all at the Laker games. And like it'd be a different thing. That's what I'm saying. If it was ghosts, like I don't know how that worked, but me being me, I would want to do the most fun, mischievous.
I'm pretty sure they do.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
talking like they would know I'm around. Like niggas be talking on podcasts, and I would just slap mics out of niggas' hands, like shut that stupid shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, niggas would know.
Though. Like that's pettiness.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The motherfuckers would know that. Yeah, this it's a ghost for real life. But this nigga just be fucking with everybody's shit, everybody, and then I'll be somebody famous, so you'll know who the fuck I am. Like I slide in.
Sometimes though, I know that entities and spirits stuff be attached to certain places and also stuff like that because or people as well, people or places.
So do you really think that energy can be contained like that though? Like it takes a lot of energy to contain the spirit in the body. You know what I'm saying? We so
I feel like if it's like a raw kid, like I don't know. I take a lot of like understanding when it comes to like you have to be free to be able to do like if it's something like if you have unfinished business somewhere or something happens to you, what's supposed to happen to you, like you will be stuck in that loop of that realm until you are freed from that. And I really do feel like that shit is real. Like I feel like it is real, and I feel like it just be a little.
No, I think it's possible. Like I said, I don't know the rules, but I do. I believe this. If we are free as human beings, as living, walking entities, I don't believe that. I mean, I guess mentally, perhaps because mentally tie people to the lands that they're on. Like some people just literally scared to leave out their hood for fear of another nigga killing them in another hood. Like, so I can understand how mental tie. So I guess it'd be the same with a spiritual tie like that because I know motherfuckers that are literally landlocked because of fear. You know, won't go outside of
these certain gates or bounds or like literally, and I feel like that's how that was. And I don't know, I just after that and I started thinking about it, I'm like, I think he was saving me. I really think he woke me up. He was trying to come to you in your sleep, how she got my ass, get up out of here.
Yeah, I'm the type of nigga that thinks that live as you do when you're alive as you are dead type of thing. Like I think that if with all the restrictions as living people, when you have no physical boundary, like what are you telling me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like all the shit that you can do or become or intermingle or fucking entangle yourself in. It's like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? Like who?
And I also feel like they attach themselves to people too as well. Like, for instance, because she would have killed him allegedly, he would be attached to her. He would walk around with her, making her life a living hell. Wherever she go, no matter where she at, he on her back.
I can definitely see both sides, like I said, because I know people who are literally landlocked, mentally landlocked, and won't go nowhere outside of their little square. So I can see how spiritually a person can be locked in a particular area, or until they ease that pain or get whatever that is weighing them down off their conscience or whatever that is.
Yeah.
So I can see that, I guess, low key, sort of. You know what I'm saying? I just believe that once we free. Energy, whatever. Once this realm is done with us, once this time is passed, I believe the time after is boundless. Like, and I guess that's another reason why you don't have a lot of tormented white people. Because some niggas be like, man, fuck that. I'm
out of here. Bring it on out.
They're like, okay,
trying to get away from them for how long? I'm good now.
I can see that. But on a quick switch right quick, like I was telling our super producer, the ultra man behind the chair, I wanted to bring the situation up because it needed to be spoke on, but I didn't think it needed to be a topic because it happens all the time. It's beginning to become mundane, right? And it's wild to me how desensitized, especially with me, that this shit is becoming, right? So, bam, in Lancaster, California, an older couple was accused of stealing a cake, right? They say that the price of the cake was under $20, whatever. And at the end of it, it turned out that the claim was falsified. Okay. But the LA County sheriffs just totally harassed this older couple
planning to hold
and
a
literally
protest here
beat this old lady up over
what
a
we
cake.
Don't know at this point is what the sheriff's department thinks, because even though we've been asking for 2 days, we have yet to receive a statement or any details about what's on the video you're about to see.
Oh no!
wild out shit,
Part
ain't
of
it?
a 5-minute long video, and what happens next when the woman is sprayed in the eyes. That so outraged Lisa Michelle Garrett that she posted what she witnessed on Facebook.
I was just so flabbergasted that he knocked her down like he did, like she was some big old threatening man with a gun.
Garrett says she used to work in security. That's why when she saw 7 loss prevention officers escorting the couple out of the Winco in Lancaster on June 24th, she started rolling. She says she heard the man screaming he hadn't stolen anything. Then deputies showed up. They handcuff the man, and the woman he's with starts recording. You can hear her screaming about rights. Then the deputy walks over to her.
Oh, no!
Garrett
Yeah,
says
no
what you
right
don't
to do
see
that.
is that the handcuffed man is screaming that she has cancer, and that the deputy had his fist up.
Yeah. Now that's wild, right? And it's fucked up because that old couple wasn't bothering nobody. They already had the man seduced.
It's gonna be an old black couple though.
I mean, of course,
Ain't
because
gonna
that's
be
how
no
they do it.
khakis or no Johns. I'll tell you that.
That's for sure, right? What's fucked up is he didn't have no reason to put his hands on that lady. She didn't do nothing illegal. Everything she was doing was perfectly legal, right? Right? And he didn't have no reason to put his hands on that lady. Like, wild shit. Wild shit. In LA, right?
Oh, uno momento, my cake.
That's probably burnt. Ah. Yeah, that was definitely some wild shit. I don't believe that man had a right to put his hands on that lady at all. To the people that is watching, I'm ashamed to say, man, and I wasn't even surprised. Like I wasn't even surprised. Like it's news, man, and it needs to be talked about. Definitely need to be put out there, but ain't nobody doing nothing about it. You know, everybody's showing the footage, and when they have some protesters down there now, according to the news reports, but not enough action, man. They, you know, especially with the police. And I don't know what kind of action be taken outside of protests or voting for laws that, you know, I don't want to defund them. Police are kind of important, but they don't need to be doing all of that, right? And I know it's individuals, not necessarily the whole force. They got to get that shit right. Like, you know, people just trying to live. And when you harass people who are just living, that shit is ridiculous, hella crazy, and hella unnecessary for all those who are in the service, who are policemen. See something, say something, man. Like the other police fool could have injected and stopped that fool from doing that lady like that, but he didn't. You know, he just sat there and watched that shit on some fuck shit, right? So you motherfuckers got to start policing yourselves. That's the only way that shit'll get better. The only way that shit'll get better, and the only way it'll stop is if they police themselves. Because if we try to police them, you know,
We get shot.
man,
Simply. Straight like that. No.
nigga need help from the inside for real, for real. You know
But that's
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying. Like, and I don't feel like my feelings towards, you know, the authority is directed towards any specific kind of authority. You know, I just let me have that much power and see if it's okay. That's how I feel. Like, y'all think y'all can literally do whatever because all you're gonna get is suspension with pay. Y'all niggas gonna go on a 10-day trip somewhere, living
Come
good.
back like nothing
So
happened.
you still gonna get paid for the whole 10 days that you're not patrolling and harassing people and doing little stuff.
So with this situation, outside of the shit that is more than meets the eye, right? Philly shooter, who was that? Somebody got shot in Philly? I'm not up on the Philly shooter story. But for this instance, right? Literally, no reason. Wasn't provoked. All she did was do what she legally have the right to do, was film in a public place, police harassing.
Harassing my husband. Well, I'm gonna show the world that he's a perfectly calm black man being harassed. Period.
Right. And like I said, it's good people everywhere. It's like it's bad people everywhere. being from LA and the greater LA County, the police out here, I'm sure as in with any other state, county, or hood, um, it's some bad police out there, man. But we got this thing because they used to literally beat our ass, like take us, drop us in enemy hoods, like fucking Rampart. Like they was really on us, on us, on us, on us, on us, on us, on us.
And that's literally getting niggas killed and some old crazy shit. Like,
And
why?
niggas wasn't doing nothing but minding their business. I mean, you got your occasional dope dealer, man. Niggas out there in the streets doing their gangbang shit, whatever. But for the most part, they was harassing civilians because they were black, right? So this is nothing new.
For real, like I'm another topic for another day. Y'all about to go off. I'm gonna shut up.
Why? That's the whole point of this shit. But I'm saying what's fucked up about it is this with old people, man. No rhyme or reason for them.
In general, bro, it be kids, it be old people, it be middle-aged people, it be people in their 30s, people in their 20s. Like, I'm surprised it ain't even a fucking 2-year-old yet. The shit is sickening. And I feel like at the end of the day, like, it just seems like police in general have this vendetta. And it's like, what is it? There's a whole bunch of other races walking around doing whatever they have to do, but you just feel so threatened. And I truly, and I don't know if they teach you in a police school, but they know, I feel like they know the real power we possess as police.
Well, yeah, from the dawn of time, that's why they be on our neck so tough.
Yeah, so when it's time to puff your chest up and flash a badge and assert yourself to try to be a stronger being or type of person or figure, you gonna do that because you know if niggas really, you know what I'm saying, got in a goddess and God bag that we is, niggas would be way more powerful than anything that they could ever put together with a billion police officers and all their little guards and whatever the hell they be spray all that shit. Niggas rise above all, get that for real. So it's like I feel like they know that, so they try to keep us on like a lower level vibration when it comes to them, so we scared or like, you know what I'm saying, niggas automatically jump into, oh yes sir, when they see a police man. I ain't gonna tell you how I act.
Hey, the whole energy surrounding these motherfuckers is crazy because it's unnecessary. And we don't
y'all supposed to serve and protect, nigga. Y'all are literally harassing and beating people, killing people, doing things that is just non-badge. Like, y'all people still keep y'all job. How? That ain't serving and protecting nobody. Y'all need to be fired, blackballed, gotta move to a whole another 3 states over where they don't got none of your shit in their jurisdiction, nigga. All of that.
They need to be dropped off in the middle of a purge. That's what they need to do. Dropped off in the middle of the hood and during the purge. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if we had one of those. How many? We gonna go the next day when this stuff's over. They're gonna have to round up everybody to the academy and get it all started all over again, because ain't gonna be none, baby. I'm talking about none. And it's like, that's sad because there are people just like we're people. At the end of the day, we're all people. So yeah, black, white, blue, orange, Asian, whatever. But we're all still people. So there's a certain level of respect and dignity that you should carry around people. And I feel like police officers don't move in love, they move in power. Like, y'all don't have a 11 bone in y'all body for real, outside of whatever wife you poking at night, because they don't care. I don't feel like there's ones out there that do care, but I feel like a lot of them don't care. And it's like, I'm a cop, so what? I do what I want.
And the crazy shit is only in America, goddammit, only in America. You know what I'm saying? Only in America.
Only in America. I was watching this live of Tokyo like in the morning. It's just so, I love to see that in the morning. It's just so beautiful, and everybody just moving so gracefully. It's just nice. It ain't dirty. It's just beautiful. I was just watching it, and I'm just looking at the officers help this nice lady across the street and stopping cars so people could go even though the light is green, and just doing nice things, serving and protecting. And it's like, bro, why we can't? A police officer gonna wait for you to jaywalk, get your ass, or hope you jaywalk so you can get hit by a car so they can arrest whoever hits you. Like, there's no protecting.
I can tell you this: America as a country is wild as shit, right? But look, our producer got a clip for us, man. We gonna go ahead and check this out. We gonna react to it because I want to see it.
What?
We finna see it.
But the big story on Action News at noon is the suspect in the deadly mass shooting in the city's Kingsessing neighborhood, charged with 5 counts of murder. In his first court hearing today, 40-year-old Kim Brady Carricker was charged with a total of 11 offenses. 5 people were killed in that attack on Monday night. We also learned today that the 33-year-old mother and 4 children that survived the rampage were all riding in the same white Jeep. Action News reporter Corey Davis is following the investigation.
The accused shooter in this case appeared in court by video conference and sat quietly as the judge read off the serious charges. Locked up and held without bail, 40-year-old Kim Brady Carricker is now charged with 5 counts of murder, several counts of attempted murder, and a number of other charges, including carrying a firearm without a valid permit. The judge saying in court, quote, "Public safety is clearly an issue. There are no set conditions to ensure the safety of the community." Detectives say Carricker went on a rampage Monday night, shooting 7 people seemingly at random, killing 5 of them. Action News obtained security video being used in the investigation believed to show the shooter firing a high-powered rifle toward an SUV at the corner of 56th Street and Chester Avenue in the city's Kingsessing section. Investigators say a 33-year-old mother sustained cuts to her eye after the suspect fired into a Jeep Cherokee she was driving. We now know a 10-year-old was in the passenger seat and was not injured. 2 2-year-olds were in the back, one of them shot in the leg, the other sustained cuts from shattered glass. Investigators now telling us an officer jumped into the Jeep and drove all of them to Penn Presbyterian Hospital. Action News was there as officers looked into the shattered windows of the SUV parked outside of the emergency room. Families of victims who died are expressing their heartbreak and frustration, including the mother of 22-year-old Lashad Merritt.
You need a ride. You need a ride in jail. You know, you need to, because that was wrong. For a person that's not out here in these streets, just going to get a snack, it breaks my heart. I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays. I don't know.
District Attorney Larry Krasner says investigators expect to be able to say more about this case now that the arraignment is over. We're expecting to hear from the district attorney later this afternoon. The next court hearing is later this month.
Wow. That's crazy as fuck. And it's a black dude. Like, what the hell? First of all, thoughts and prayers to all the people who lost their lives in that bullshit. God damn, man. Like, I don't even wonder what the fuck. I just hate that shit happened, man. I hate it's a bad look. Bad look. Horrible situation.
I'm gonna go back to when everybody was like sitting under trees, high, doing drugs.
I remember the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
I want to go back there. I wasn't even born yet. I wasn't there, but I want to go back there.
Hey, they need to bring crack back. Maybe it'll slow some of these niggas down.
Something, because what is wrong with folks? Like, and I can't judge because like I know we don't know the demons and what he going through and what would make somebody do that, because that's really truth. Like, mental health is a real thing, bro. That man probably going through so much in his head, and he was just like, man, F all this.
It is, but why so much now, man? Like, it was a time where niggas used to actually chill. Like, of course you had shit that was in, and I guess you can't say that. Okay, take that back. I know exactly why. The rate that we get information nowadays is ridiculous.
That a lot of the stuff that we
this shit could have been happening, right? Now, outside of the shit that made the major news, because that's all we had, now we get everything. Even shit that ain't even true. We get everything so fast. You know what I'm saying? So,
but why would that make you go shoot a crowd of people?
No, it's not that though. It's just that, well, I guess you can, because if a black dude shot a bunch of people, well, see, I can't say that, because back in the day, they weren't trying to put niggas on TV, even if it was in the bad light, right? Unless it was some major shit. Like, anytime a black person got kidnapped or murdered, they wasn't throwing us on TV like they would throw Becky and Sarah on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it was a different time. But I can't sit here and say, because we didn't grow up around a lot of that shit, right? Like, we were in our own bubbles of bliss.
Yeah, so, I guess we didn't see it as much.
Right. That ignorance is exactly what it was, because we simply didn't know. But I can't sit here and say that it was happening because we knew motherfuckers who were everywhere, and we didn't hear about no shit like this. So that's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, but I also feel like it's a part of the world agenda too. Like they're just trying to keep everybody in such a worried and state. Like, they're trying to keep everybody so, oh my god, I can't believe.
Well, that's how the United States control the people in general, by fear. They run the propaganda machine and keep the money flowing. That's why we make the most money during wars, right? Everybody quick to get that money for protection. That's why anytime something go up, gun sales, security camera sales, mace, pepper spray, all that shit go up because of the news reports. You know what I'm saying? So that's how a lot of money, they make a lot of money through fear, put it like that. So
Shitty.
the propaganda machine is hella heavy and for real on that shit, because they're gonna keep pumping the fear because it keeps us spending money to be protected, right? Instead of them just protecting us without the bullshit.
How it's supposed to be.
Right.
I need to go somewhere else. Like, and I'm not to say that like everywhere is safe or anywhere safe, because you have your things everywhere. You know what I mean? But some places actually take that serve and protect shit for real, and they actually do their job, and they're actually national heroes where they at in their nation, and for actually doing real deal stuff.
Yeah, a lot of nations don't just thrive on hate, man.
And protecting and serving, and I don't know. I just want an island with all the people I love, and then we can like repopulate that bitch, because I can't.
Yeah, see, the crazy thing is that there has to be some type of payment for the liberties, and because we are as a country pretty fucking dope, right? It's the people in the country that make it fucked up. Also,
are we though? Like,
I mean, yeah,
are we? Because, like, honestly, are we? Because
I mean, you can go to places like
ask
China and Japan, or you can go sit on the island, But at the end of the day, the United States drive a lot of the world's economy, right? Because it is a cool ass place to be. It's not the state; it's the people who run the state, right? But that's why everybody come here. That's why everybody come here to shoot their shot. You know what I'm saying? This motherfuckers far and wide, man, come to play our sports, man, and enjoy our entertainment and take part in our festivities and the culture of what the United States is, right? Which is basically black culture. But because if we ever was to leave this motherfucker, we taking everything with us. They gonna be stuck. They gonna be Amish after that. They gonna be Amish.
Go ahead and find us a nice little place and build us the real Wakanda.
Full of just war torn energy. All this pent up white aggression, they can have this shit.
They can fight each other. Nigga, put each other on the sidelines to see who win and who outlasted. Stop putting the big bold blackies on the line. No, we ain't doing that.
Hey,
we ain't doing that.
If we ever find our way to our own shit, niggas is gonna be mad because we taking all the cool with us.
I'm talking about cool, what?
All the economy, all the spending power, all the fucking everything is coming with us. Like, it can come with us now, but niggas don't believe that we got it. Or even if they do believe that we got it, they too scared to move on it.
That's why I love this awakening era, you can call it, I guess. I love it because a lot of our people are understanding, and some of them still a little.
But even the ones that's understanding that are in a position to do something, they're fucking scared. What are they scared of?
What you mean? What they scared of? I mean, it's been plenty of, people that are spreading the knowledge and doing that, and them niggas just disappear.
So listen here, right? Because we don't protect those people. It's more of us than it is them, right?
Amen. We populate by the second, baby.
We put the money in the right places, nigga. They can't do nothing about nothing. Nothing about nothing. They need to be lucky that we are literal chips of God and we are the people of light, because, keep the petty people away from the decision-making situation. We should be able to live coexistently and do our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, just so many different things that I just don't.
It's just wild how we don't get the respect, right? It's wild that we don't get the respect that is definitely deserved.
Deserve what? Like what?
Because you know, we bring a lot. We bring a lot to this table as black
To
people,
all the nations,
as a people.
you can go any part of the world and see somebody that's trying to do something like us or make something like us, or you like, and that's in every culture, and that's not a bad thing, but it's just like you see how powerful it is.
Yeah. So much of what we are is built off the backs of our people.
Mhm.
Speaking of, you know, Native African people, people of slaves, descendants of slaves.
Yeah,
It is crazy as fuck how we don't get no respect for that, right? Like you got to be putting buckets and holes, I mean balls and buckets, or rapping a whole bunch of lyrics, or you know, acting on some bullshit to get some real respect. Like you got a bunch of lawyers and doctors and shit out there that's making money, cool. That's doing good for the culture and good for the people and good for the movement, cool.
right.
But they not being respected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the wrong shit is glorified too. Like there's people like that whole like not all hair wear capes thing. Like there should be more recognition on the everyday people that are actually doing shit the right way. The folks that actually just take care of the little kids that parents don't take care of them, but they don't got to, but they choose to. That makes a big difference in people's lives, and I feel like there should just be more positivity, just like on the news, on TV, everything. Like it's just always a sense of chaos somewhere. And don't get me wrong, I love the drama. Okay, I love it, but I don't like to live in it. You know what I mean? So it's like it's one thing to watch it and see it every Wednesday because your favorite show come on. Okay, but nigga, I flip the channel to some live shit on news and it's the same shit going on. That's like very like no, no, and that's why I stay in the enclosed because it's so bad. So I'm tell you something else that's wild for the Wild Wednesday. I was at the pool today, and it was at least 6 males, at least between the ages of like 13 and 19. And every time either one of them got mad or like got a little attitude about something, they threatened to shoot each other.
Ooh.
Every time. Like today, it was this cute girl. She was like 18. She was really pretty. I ain't mad. All the boys was on her because she was really, really pretty. And the one boy that was there originally before anybody else came, when I first got there, he was already macking on her when nobody else there. So in his mind, they was already married. Okay, and just like this, my girl.
Yeah.
And 4 other guys came up, and they all like, "Oh, she go." So I sprayed them with water guns, getting them in the pool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I got them in the pool, where we all playing. One of the guys is flirting with the girls, you know what I'm saying, dunking her, being cute, flirting, Boy, like, get out of his chair. He wasn't even in the pool. He get out of the chair, take his glasses off, take his clothes back off, like, oh, I'm about to shoot you, nigga. I'm about to put you up. Walking around the pool. We all like, what? Mind you, the pool's full of kids, like really little tiny kids, all the way down from like, I'll say like 9 months to like 8. Every single little kid age was in the pool today. And they're like, oh yeah, I got 3 guns. I don't care. I go get my guy. I shoot everybody. And I'm like, everybody? We have nothing to do with this. I literally thought, I was like, you gonna shoot everybody? Like, what about the kids? Like, what the hell? And then once I will call my big brother, he gonna wet this shit. I'm just thinking like, that's the level of chaos that is being pumped into these kids. That the first thing on their mind, niggas don't even pick up their fist no more. You got 2 weapons on you that you carry all day, every day.
Nah, niggas are scared to lose.
And y'all not thinking about that. The first thing y'all say is y'all gonna shoot each other. And it kind of made me sad. Like, I'm like, dang, kind of hurt my little heart. Like, dang. This is what these are all black boys too. This is what our community is it really is. Like, that's all everybody thinks about is killing each other.
So look, the wild shit is a motherfucker more scared to wake up for being knocked out than scared of not waking up at all.
That's crazy as fuck.
Ain't that crazy as fuck?
Because I test my luck and be hell out you by powering up randomly throughout the fight, then you blasting at me. We're not doing that because I don't even like guns, so I don't even want to pick one up. So I'm just gonna probably be blasted. So it's like,
crazy?
Dang.
Isn't that crazy? A nigga more scared of not waking up. I mean, more scared of getting woke up after being knocked out than he is a dying. Like, or spending the rest of his life in prison, or stupid shit.
Like,
Stupid shit. That is wild. That is wild as fuck. That is how does that?
Then let me hear what's even more wild about it. We going to say, bro, chill. You not even grown. Like, you gonna be in juvie. Did they say, nigga, I'm 18, I'm gonna go to jail. JAIL. I said,
Well, at least he can spell.
and you don't care?
He pays some type of.
I'm like, bro, ain't y'all careless about it? Like, it's just heartbreaking because it's like, bro, y'all little niggas could be lawyers, doctors, the next motherfucker to build a plane, anything that y'all want to be, and y'all want to be, nigga.
Generally killing off our own equity, man. The equity in us. So many brilliant minds, so many beautiful, brilliant souls, spirits that are being, took down by our own hands is ridiculous, because these are the ones that can be the next, whatever. Because we've had greater minds.
President, nigga, we already,
we've had
I ain't even trying to do
greater
that.
minds than fucking what's the white dude with the hair, Einstein and all that shit. Like, we've had greater minds than that dude, but we killing all that shit off by taking ourselves out under unnecessary frivolous or over unnecessary frivolous bullshit, and that shit is ridiculously wild to me, because this is our equity, our children, the energy, the generations after us are our equity on this earth.
I ain't gonna lie.
Our investment. We can't allow that. We can't lose that. We can't allow them to kill themselves. We can't allow them to kill. We can't lose that, because
it's in a way, like, how do we not? Like, it's like the rapid decline of just the mental and the level of self-strength and the understanding of, like, I don't gotta deal with this, I don't gotta do that, or I can stick up for myself without having to, like, harm somebody, or even be able to have a regular conversation without escalating into a fight. Like, everybody's just so angry. Everybody's so angry, and instead of taking it out on, hell, not to say, but to say another race, you taking it out on your brothers, your blood brothers, your cousin, your homie from across that you grow up with all these years, all this other stuff. Like, what happened to the unity? Like, stand strong. Like, what's going on? And it sucks because who's, like, I don't know, ain't no real leaders trying to tell everybody, like, oh, be together. There's no real unity. People out there that for everybody to look up to. That's represented.
See, here's the thing, because they take our heroes, they take our mouthpiece, they take our prophets, they kill them. But the thing about that is with the climate that we're in now, I think it's just about people listening, because it's people talking. It's all type of people talking. Right now they can't really stop it. I mean, they can ban you off of their little sites and shit or whatever, but it's people talking, man. You know what I'm saying? Once it's out there, it's out there. It's just a matter of listening, right? And the fear of those taking our heroes, those taking the ones who are meant to help push us forward in this situation, got to be protected. Once they're identified, they have to be protected. A la the Honorable Minister Farrakhan. You can't touch that man with a 63-foot pole and 63 motherfuckers holding it, because they're not finna allow that shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be like that with all of our treasures, not just him. Keep doing that to him, though, for sure. Protect that man at all costs.
It need to be like that in general, like the mom said about her son, rest in peace. Like, my boy was just trying to go get a little snack.
Right. We have to get better at protecting our people, protecting our heroes, at protecting our
property. Then kids gotta walk around with guns just in case they nigga want to go to the course there. I gotta throw my nigga, talk to my nigga with Glocky, like, here, you know what I'm saying? Make sure one in the head. What?
It's just about more people knowing their place, man. Not everybody can be chiefs. And once you identify as a soldier, be that. Because that's all that is organization. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like people need to live.
The fruit is showed us the way. You know what I'm saying? the brothers of the Nation of Islam have showed us the way. I just hate that they are the only real link to what we can be as a people that we have. Not to say that they're a bad thing. It's just that, you know, everybody deserves to have their options. And when they take those options, they deserve to be protected and pushed forward in those opinions, especially if they're righteous opinions that ain't gonna do nothing but help the people. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Honorable Minister Farrakhan shouldn't be the only one. We should have several, and they should all be protected, because the agenda of the black person, woman, child, whatever, should be pushed or cared about like every other race in the United States, right?
Yeah, and I don't know if I know enough, but I feel like they, in a sense, like the most careless at the same time. And it's like, I don't know, I just feel like more people need to move in love and understanding versus anger and action, reaction, all that other stuff. Like, I need to listen, take a step back, process, and then move forward. I feel like none of that happens. It's a papa. Then I think it's like, oh my god, can't believe I just did that. All you gotta do is think. You would not even be in this predicament. My boy would not be dead. It wouldn't be no crazy stuff going on. You wouldn't be on trial for your life. None of that. If you just thought and listened instead of you want to have sex with my wife. Oh, all right. Fuck.
Yeah,
Your wife provoked it. Now he did because he was just being a man.
For me, you have to lead with some type of love for sure. Some type of spiritual aspect also. But at the end of the day, we have to lead with organization and the understanding that that's the only way we're going to get out of this shit. Yeah. Identify your leaders, protect, and follow. You know what I'm saying? And when they ain't righteous, replace they monkey asses, because we are the people and we do have the power. You know what I'm saying? So that's my tidbit, man. Once you identify your leaders, man, protect them at all costs, because we need them. Because they ain't trying to help us. We got to help ourselves. And that has been an hour and 2 minutes of this fantabulous ass conversation that we have to end because the goddamn podcast is over. So I have been your host, NunFlyyer, and my beautiful daughter, the Toad. And do all of this shit, man. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, man. Get you a bar of this good conversation we be having, because there will always be more to discuss. And we will see you next Wednesday to do just that.
Peace. That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tucked into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like, you can't go get it this time.
Bitch, you want to take it this time, right?
You got to pull hard. Yeah.